Yeah, really.
Well, if I mess up, y'all hopefully still be well.
Yeah, now.
I can't.
Yeah.
Don't back off. I sing loud. You don't have to back off.
Which one do you sing?
Well, I can sing Baby
Okay.
and I can sing, and you can sing Country, or I can. We can both.
I just do Johnny. And we all want to sing our flowers.
And we'll all say, we should all say Sugar
That's true.
And you sing Old Danny.
Well, I'll find something I will talk on.
Yeah.
Oh, listen,
Yeah, don't give up and just keep looking.
and if it sounds like it digs back, cut the volume all the way down.
But some of those places, and they swore. One was had a kitchen floor.
You do?
It was poured a day.
Glad to have you with us.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't like the water. Like, but it was, yes, and it's
Got music to share.
so old. And it's on one home that was too big. That needed a lot of
And a good Saturday morning to all you folks listening in over the airwaves, WPAQ. Welcome to another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. And I don't know if you're in for a treat or not. I started to say you're in for a real treat because that's my usual thing that I usually say. But then I'm sitting here with the guitar, so I'm not so sure. No, that's just a joke. Unfortunately, if you're here for to tune in for Joyce Green and her family, they were unable to make it today. So Roger Stamper has so kindly put us together a little set list of old-time music for part one of today's Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Rounds, and we came up with a real unique name. So just we're not going to be the Plan B band. That used to be what our that used to be what our fill-in, our guest group in case if we had a cancellation was the Plan B band. But now we've decided to call ourselves the Merry-Go-Rounders. So that's what you'll hear today for part one, 11 to 12, some traditional old-time music with Roger Stamper on the fiddle, myself, your host, Jeannie Lowry, on the guitar, and Eric Jessup, Happy O. Jessup, is joining us on the old-time banjo. So right now, Roger, go ahead and kick us off a good old-time tune.
All right, here's one called Radio.
If you're just tuning in or just joining us, you're here for the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. We do this each and every week, broadcast live on the airwaves of WPAQ. For 71 years, this program has been going on. A couple different places here in the Earl Theater for about the last 20 years, and before that in the studios of WPAQ, and before that across the street in the PIC Theater, beginning in the late 1940s. We got another good old time tune picked out, Roger.
We do, and I think Eric's gonna sing a little on this one here.
I think you this.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to get in a fist fight like the very first thing. I knew that was gonna happen. No, I'm just joking. You wanna do a duet? How about that?
Okay, sounds good.
Here's one called Triple
Are you
Threat.
gonna start it or me?
We'll let Roger start it.
Okay.
And then I'll just keep waiting for you to say it.
Okay.
Okay.
I think they can tell we're making this up every day.
We are.
She loved me, she is as sweet as she can be. After Eliza Blue, I know she's straight to the Lord of Capri, on the run of Capri, at the run of Capri, on the world of Capri, find me girls.
Why don't we, let's see, we have all these things at once, and I thought I brought a helper. Let's slow things down a tad, and get us a flip off some pretty things, put some of these shoes. All right, that's good. Old time tune, and before we do that though, y'all be picking it out. I have never played with Roger before, nor Eric before last night, and but I've known them both for a long time, and I'm interested to know from Roger where you learned to play the fiddle.
Well, my dad was a fiddle player, so I just learned handing at his knee in 1965. He was playing fiddle on the course, and I asked my mom, I said, do you think Dad would get me a fiddle? And she said, well, I'll go out in the garden, get 2 tomato sticks, and come back up here and put one up to like a fiddle and the other as a bow. Stand out in front of the yard where he'd see, and I can still get a fiddle. And I've been one week, he came home with this little 3/4 size fiddle. I was 5 years old at that time. And And then I played at the Freeze Fellowship Convention next year when I was 6.
Wow.
Didn't win.
Well, and so what's your, you play also with the Mountain Park Old Town Band, and have you been playing much during the pandemic?
I've been playing it all. We played a year ago, March, at the Alien Jubilee. I guess that was 2020. And you haven't played the gig since, although we're supposed to play the first Saturday night in July, which I think will be the 3rd at the Candy Country Store up in Henry. So that'll be our first booking. It's not sold out yet.
And that'll be an early afternoon program,
Oh, yeah,
right?
5 p.m. There's no charge, it's just sticking on the boards. It's not like pay admission kind of thing.
But you can bring your dancing boards.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll be sure, we'll tell the folks where they can find Candy's Old Country Store. You go up 89 west towards Gay Lake to turn left on Highway 18, and you cannot miss it. It's right there where the old Mountain Surf Seafood Restaurant used to be, about halfway out 18 between 89 and Sparta.
And I should say, a week from tonight, actually it'll be the first time we'll have music there, and that'll be Mark, Dr. Handy's other band, Toontown, will be playing there for 5 to 7.
No, that'll be great. I'm not sure if he was invited or not, but that wasn't you, was it? I'm about to say that, okay, well, if you were at the Mallory Fiddlers Convention, you know about the Dancing Penguin. We're still trying to figure that one out. So let's go ahead and play another, a good old-time tune, and then we'll take a break.
All right, I think we're just going to try an old standby called Cumberland Gap.
All right. We'll be right back with more music coming up on the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, Part 1, featuring the Merry-Go-Rounders, right after this.
For the best service and nothing but the highest quality garage doors, visit the Foothill Garage Doors. Foothill Garage Doors has trained technicians and 24/7 customer service. Foothill Garage Doors not only sells, services, and installs garage doors, but also specializes in commercial top seals, top levelers. That's Foothill Garage, West Independence Boulevard, Mount Airy, 786-8343, online at garagedoors.com. That's garagedoors.com.
And we take you back to the Euro Theater for more music from today's Merry-Go-Round. Here's Jenny.
Thank you so much, Bob King. I hope you're doing good this Saturday morning. Welcome back to the Merry-Go-Round. We'll have another group coming on at 12 noon. The Sigmund Stringers from over in Hickory, North Carolina. Here we're going to warm it up. A couple times back, they started the town to play the Merry-Go-Round, and they ran 2 separate cars, and some of them got held up at Statesville. And I never will forget, they went on ahead and started the program, but one of the guy's sons plays the guitar, and we'd already he come running. I mean, he was flying. I thought he is going to do a somersault going down the aisle. because the other group had started out because their car got stuck in traffic. But anyway, the Secret Stringers, a great family group, they'll be coming up next after the 12 o'clock news. You got us a good hoedowner picked out?
Well, I think there is going to sing one called Old End.
All right, let's do it.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, old man Tucker was a mighty man, lost his face in a fire, and cold, tear with the back of the wind, time to take it easy. Get out the way, old man Tucker, get out the way, old man Tucker, get out the way, old man Tucker, it's too late, you're so blue. Fire into the red hot coals and fish. Don't know how it's get out the way, don't plan to get out the way, get out the way, don't plan to it's too late, it's somewhere. Old man Tucker scrambled slow, get out the way, old man Tucker, get out the way, old man Tucker, get out the way, old man Tucker, it's too late, it's so good. Old man Tucker came to town, swinging the girl, round and round, first to the right and then to the left, and the girl did a good thing. Get out the way, old man Tucker, get out the way, old man Tucker, get out the way, old man Tucker, it's too late, it's so good.
Because as I was coming down the street walking in, I had my son helping me carry all my things that I carry around with me all the time. And your truck has one tire on the curb and the front. Now you're not in the road. And I said, keep that person.
Oh, I got two tires on the curb. Just got one?
Only one.
Oh, I got time for me to fix that, or?
You might better wait. You have to wait till 12 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
But I said, can't that person drive? And James said, that's Eric's truck. I said, boy, he must have been in a hurry. One tire on the curb, on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I didn't get it right, obviously. One or two tires. Yeah, I like to be way out of the road.
You were pretty well on the road. You were pretty well on the sidewalk. Let's see.
Oh, I didn't lock my truck either.
It was some, and
We
all,
left it at tape, so I might put something in it, so.
it looked full already.
Yeah.
There was stuff piled up in it. Now, yeah, my son said, that's Eric's truck. I said, oh, well, that explains it. Let's see, this one was one I never knew before yesterday.
Why don't we skip on down and get ready?
Let's do it. I think I'll try to do that one right, too.
A lot of people like that one.
Oh, yeah. that. Are you taking a bow? Is that what you're doing? Taking a bow? Go see if really see what they say might want to dance with you. She might want to dance with you. You want to dance? Okay. What do you think? What are you going to do next?
Oh, let's see, you want John Henry's next on the list, or you want this show to come around later?
All right. So we're just going to follow in? Okay. No.
John Henry was a little bitty boy, sitting on his pappy's knee. Picked up a hammer and a little piece of steel, said, hand me the death of me. Hand me the death of me. John Henry hammered in the mountain, his hammer caught on fire. First what I ever hear them both say, if it ain't the water before I die, if it ain't the water before I die. John Henry said to his captain, but I am a Tennessee man. Oh, I let this thing will give me down. I die with a hammer in my hand. Die with that hammer in my hand. John Henry went up on the mountain and looked on the other side. That man was so tall, John Henry was so small. He laid down that hammer and he cried, 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 cried. Laid down that hammer and he cried. Well, his woman came to see him, and a bucket was in her hand. And old time old John, he really loves. Oh, she drives steel like the man. Oh, she drives steel like the man. Well, they brought him off of that mountain, and they buried him in the sand. And every time old steamer passed by, they say, young lies are still driving man. Young lies are still driving man.
She tied your shoe good. We don't want to have an untied shoe. If you have an untied shoe, you can go splat, especially if you're dancing.
I'm a percussion player. Spoon player.
Yes?
Stephen Pretty couldn't make it today.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, what happened to it?
He got stuck in traffic.
Oh, he did? Okay, well,
77.
oh, I'm sorry. I hate to hear that. Maybe next time.
Yeah, he said he was trying to make it next time.
Okay, sounds good. I know, there is a spoon player. I know, but if I ask him, he'll say, I don't have a spoon. Sorry about that. What do you think, James? You got any spoons in your pocket? No, it's that don't you? Well, he's shy. What do you want to do? We'll do one more, and then we'll need to take a break and have a weather forecast. What do you think? Two more. Let's do it. ahead and send things back to you, Bob King. I believe we need to hear a word about one of our 49th annual Mayberry Mountain Area Fiddlers Convention sponsors that we had last weekend. That's Ben and Lynette Smith, along with all the folks at Blue Ridge Dental. And then go ahead and update us on the weather forecast. And we'll be back with more music coming up on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this.
Doctors Ben and Lynette Smith have been practicing general dentistry in Mount Airy since 1990. They both graduated from the UNC School of Dentistry. They see patients of all ages and offer a wide range of services, from root canals, periodontistry, and oral surgery to restorative and cosmetic dentistry. Financing is Blue Ridge Dental provides a caring atmosphere, and the doctors believe that being gentle is the cornerstone of their services. They would like to welcome you.
Jake, how did you lose so much weight?
Blue Ridge Dental, Dr.
I kept thinking that was you, and I said, no, he's too skinny. I mean, not that you've ever been big, but you really lost weight. You must be working out.
Today at 336-789-5306.
That is good.
5306.
60% chance of a shower, or the shower this afternoon. We could see something coming our way. It checks out and into the way around area also. But there's a 70% chance of rain Small chances of rain. We do start to clear out Sunday night. And back to 90 degrees on Monday. The sunshine. Now, temperature is about 74. Humidity
What do you think about Zach getting married? Thank you so much, Bob. I hope you're doing good today, and thank you for updating us on the forecast. Right now, we'll play some more music for you. My friends here for a fill-in group, so we decided we would do this and have a little backup plan in case if we had cancellations, which we sometimes do. At the very last minute, you know, things happen and folks can't come. So I really appreciate Roger asking me to do this and volunteering to put us a little band together for in case of an emergency. That's another good thing that you think, in case of emergency. But today will just be the merry-go-rounders. Next time we might put something else. We could change it every time. Hey, have I ever told you this? I used to go and see a lot of bands, and there was a place called Grandfather's in Gaylax. And I would go see bands up there, and it would be a lot of times the same band, but they would change their name every time. And if they call themselves, like one time they were good, but I thought, they said the same band as last time, but they'd be a different name. We can do that. Are we on the should we go around there? Okay, so everybody sing along if you like.
She'll be coming round that mountain.
earlier about how Roger learned to play music or decided to, but Eric, he did not start at 5 years old, did you? You started kindergarten, didn't you?
I had to do it 3 times. I was the biggest kid in 2nd grade.
Eric is a teacher, so he's saying these things, and then people are saying, wait a minute, that's my son's teacher. Now, he's really very smart, and he's a school teacher up at North Surrey High School, and also right where my mom taught. Also coaches wrestling. I get him, and soccer, and his son. Wait a minute, wait for this. Wait for it. Just graduated last weekend, 2 weekends ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Valedictorian. Perfect attendance for 12 years.
He saved me a lot of money. He got 2 associate's degrees at Surrey while he was in high school, so he saved us a bunch of money for that.
Valedictorian of a class of 2021, but he went to the city, right?
He's North Surrey.
North Surrey valedictorian, so I think that is great, and I wanted to mention that today.
Congratulations.
But 12 valedictorian and came out with 2 associate's degrees. So, congratulations to James.
He's got some brains. It must have skipped a generation.
And he's very smart. So, Eric just kind of picked up the banjo maybe in the last how many years?
4 or 5 years probably. I used to play guitar, and a guy named Adam Shears that I used to, or still play with sometimes, he showed me a couple things on the banjo. I fell in love with it. I really wanted to pick up the guitar anymore.
And Eric has decided that after he retires from teaching school, he's going to become the second Dave Macon, Uncle Dave Macon.
I'm going to turn professional at 50.
Turn professional at 50 years old on an old-time banjo. So we'll see how that
I'm
goes.
keeping my amateur status for now, so I can't take any money.
Oh, well, okay. I'm glad you let me know that. Because I was wondering about how that was going to work out. Well, what do you want to do for us next? Roger, pick us out a good tune.
Well, I'll Fly Away
In G?
is our favorite usually.
You sing the lead, because this is not my key for lead.
Okay.
Walk on the center side. On the center side.
Good soft sound.
send things back to Bob. We need to update you on some advertisements. This portion of today's program brought to you right now by Price Power Equipment over in Elkin, North Carolina, and we'll hear from those folks and be back with more music on today's Merry-Go-Round program. This part one featuring the Merry-Go-Rounders right after this.
Deliver professional moment quality.
Yay, Merry-Go-Rounders!
He's helping me because I am hosting and playing.
And the powerful engine, durable neck, and upgraded hydrants help you finish more jobs faster. Don't go. Count on it. Check it out at Price Power Equipment, 2116 North Bridge Street in Elkin. Phone 336-835-1600.
We got two now. Let's try to do three. Thank you so much, Bob King, and thank you to my stagehand, my roadie, James, my oldest. He's helping me over here. He's hiding, and everybody's saying, "Who are you talking about?" There's a great big red-headed boy in behind the curtain who's helping me with my cues. So thank you, James. He forgot his spoon, so next time we'll see if he can't bring his spoon. We're going to do Liza Jane. How about that? So my arm feels like it's going to fly over and hit the on-air sign.
That's your place.
It's fiberglass.
Okay.
So no
We're
danger
safe.
of that.
We're
No,
safe.
we're safe.
You know where I got this bow?
I don't know.
Oh,
Hey, and you know what? I've got a good used fiberglass bow right now that somebody just brought in on consignment. So if you're in the market for a yeah, please don't leave us yet. Okay. What you got picked up for us next? We need to do a slow song.
Okay, well,
Tennessee Waltz. What key?
well, you know the key we're in right now.
G? Okay.
Normally that's a D tune,
Well, we can do it in G. do another fast tune and then we'll take a quick break. How about that?
Okay.
You're listening to the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round on WPAQ and featuring this first portion of today's program, the Merry-Go-Rounders. Yeah. Still in G? Okay. Oh, this one's real fast. I'll have to. To you, Bob King, and hear a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's Merry-Go-Round. I believe that's B&B Produce, and we'll be back with more music coming up on today's Merry-Go-Round on WPAQ right after this.
B&B Produce.
Yay!
And you're going to find those fresh blueberries and raspberries too. And a whole line of garden plants and hanging baskets. And they've got those half-brother beans too, as well as new crop pintos. Their large selection of old-time candies is always a big hit with kids of all ages. Candies like Honey Sticky, the Honey Piggy Bags, Dreams, and Mary Jane's, just to name a few. Also, sugar-free candies available. And B&B Produce has a huge selection of jams, jellies, honey, and molasses. Check out their selection of gluten-free products such as gluten-free pie, flax seed, starch, cake mix, pancake mix, coconut flour, and more. There's whistle-stop recipes too. Chili starch, hush puppy mix, seafood batter, just to name a few. And tons of syrup.
That's kind of different. Yeah, we need that one too. Let's do the girl I like to know. We'll do bottom cabbage down, and then $1 behind me and then the city. How about that? Is that good? All right. So we'll come back with
There's a full line of random cutlery and fruit and goodie baskets are always a great gift idea. B&B Produce.
There's some mooches on my paper, yes.
All budgets. Also do large orders for churches and businesses. There's dried apples, hams, nuts, walnuts, and pecans. A full line of Amish baked goods. And
That would be what's your truck when you go out there.
all this and more at B&B Produce. Fancy Fair Highway in
It's
Beach.
green, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sure
it's
Mondays, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Always a full line of produce.
brown street.
Operated this since
Good job,
1976.
James. Thank you.
And we take you back to the merry-go-round. Again, here's Jay.
Thank you so much, Bob King. We got about timing up for 3 tunes. It's been fun to be with y'all. Thank you so much, and thank you, Roger, for putting this together kind of last minute. There's another good band name. Is that why I taken last minute? Anyways, how about a little bit of Bowling Cabbage Down? Let's do something a little bit different. You just said two more. Thank you very much. We're going to do 2 more. She's going to keep us in line. Gal I Left Behind Me is one. That's one of the oldest tunes there is.
Yes, it's
for this kind of music.
The cavalry used to march to Gary Owen, and then after Little Bighorn, they changed the tune to Girl I Left Behind.
Wow.
So the cavalry marched to that tune after Little Bighorn happened.
Wow. Well, let's see if I can remember how to play it. to check the time there. Let's take things out of here on this part one of today's merry-go-round with a little bit of Cindy. And thank you once again to the merry-go-rounders, Eric, myself, Jeannie Lowry, and Roger Stamper at the fiddle. Popcorn or a cold drink, and I'll meet you back here in about 6 minutes for another hour and a half of music on part 2 of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round featuring the Sigmund Stringers. That's coming up right after a top of the hour look at news and weather. You're listening to the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ AM 740 along with FM 106.7. Thank you. Thank you. Fun, very fun.
That was in Ennis in that record.
I know that and I couldn't. Hey. Oh, okay, great. So you'd be willing to play with us? Sure. Yeah. Now, you're the man that lives up on North Main, right?
Yeah, I was running down there. It's crazy.
You need to expand anybody need anything. Yeah, maybe your daughter.
So tall again.
Same thing. I just Hannah, don't cut, don't do anything. Your niece is probably, that's probably about right. Is that good? And the bass.
Good to see you. Yes, if I was sick one, I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to really work.
man, are you the man that lives on North Main across from Oakdale? Okay, all right.
Next year, and increase the amount of income for all and per child deduction.
Check, check. Check, check. Check.
Say if you give tax breaks, a 13-year-old boy is dead after a two-vehicle crash in Southwest Virginia on Thursday. Virginia State Police. Virginia State Police responded to a crash on 16, half south of Round 6. Authorities said 99 Lexus 400 sedan Route 16 when it ran off the right side of the road, overcorrected across the center line. Southbound lane. Oncoming 2001 Chevrolet Tahoe. Caused the Lexus to separate, leaving its rear at the creek and the front of the vehicle in the southbound lane. 13-year-old boy from Ennis, North Carolina, with a passenger in the Lexus, died at the scene. According to authorities, state police said he was wearing the seatbelt. 61-year-old Richie Bryant, driver of the Lexus, was flown to Bristol Regional Hospital for treatment of serious injuries. According to state police, a 14-year-old boy was also a passenger in the
Hello? Check.
Both Democratic and Republican women expressed excitement about the race and frustration that has taken so long to get here. Republican State Senator Simon Dillon said, "I'm thrilled to be elected president coming next year." The lone female statewide office holder in Virginia's long history is Democrat Mary Sue Terry, who served as Attorney General from 1986 to 1993.
When it started moving out of the northeast, there's a small band of clouds and showers moving through that maybe glancing by us about 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon. The possibility of rain now 7% in the evening with a high of 78 expected. Tonight, 63-year-old low, northeast winds at a 60% chance of rain. And tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 86. Sure. With a 30% chance of showers. We get back to clear conditions on Monday. Warmer temperatures high. How many times you have changed? And part of the week, we can see overnight lows in the mid-80s. Very nice weather again. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for temperatures in the mid-80s for daytime high. Currently 75 degrees outside, humidity 84%. A little bit of southeasterly wind. Again, that is starting to change.
Back with.
Right now, just a reminder, this portion of the merry-go-round coming up, brought to you by the folks at Home Music. We'll hear a word from them. We'll get back to your own theater.
Have you ever wanted to learn how to play a musical instrument?
learn. Oatmeal Music offers music lessons for all ages and skill levels too. And we can teach you how to play in person or virtually. At Oatmeal Music, located at 236 North Main Street in downtown Mount Airy, you'll find a great selection of acoustic and let me know after they get started if there's anything I need to adjust.
Dulcimers, ukuleles, and so much more.
Spirit Untamed is tonight and tomorrow.
Strings and accessories, PA systems, and Oatmeal Music and Sound sells, installs, and services church sound systems. Give us a call at 336-786-8742. Check us out online at oldmailmusic.com, and be sure to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Better yet, just come and see us at Oatmeal Music, 236 North Main Street, historic downtown Mount Airy.
And Oatmeal Music has record players too.
All right, we're going to take it back from here to the theater, second half of today's merry-go-round. And once again, here is Jenny.
Thank you so much, Bob King, and appreciate you this Saturday morning. And thanks to all the folks listening in over the airwaves for the Saturday morning merry-go-round. Welcome also, I forgot to do this at the beginning of the program, welcome to the folks watching on our YouTube stream, and also the folks listening in from who knows where online at WPAQ740.com. Are y'all ready for some good bluegrass music? It's always a pleasure when these folks are on with us, and it's a family group, all but one, right? No, two. Well, you're almost family, I guess. But anyways, not help me make welcome to the stage. They're from Hickory, North Carolina. This is the Sigmund Stringers.
Very much appreciated. We are the Sigmund Stringers. I'm going to introduce everybody. My brother Mark Sigmund's playing the fiddle. Our star Molly is on the mandolin. Mark's son Bo's on the guitar. Ray Barger's on the bass. Robert Hart's on the banjo. Got at least one fan out there. And I'm Randy Sigmund Sure. Glad to be here in Mount Airy. We'll feature Molly on this one. It's an Untitled Day.
Tell me
that land far away, where the tree of thy city, eternal blue, sheds its fragrance through the uncloudy day. Oh, the land of cloudless day, oh, the land of unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an uncloudy day. Oh, they tell me of a king and his beauty there, and they tell me that mine eyes shall behold, where he sits on a throne that is whiter than snow, in a city that is made of gold. Oh, the land of cloudless day, oh, the land of unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an uncloudy day. Oh, they tell me that he smiles on his children there, and his smile drives their sorrows away. And they tell me that no tears ever come again in the loving land of uncloudy day. Oh, the land of cloudless day, oh, the land of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an uncloudy day. Oh, they tell me of an uncloudy day.
Thank y'all. Thank you, Molly. We'll let Bo and Robert pick you one here. Train 45.
folks time to get a towel or something after that one. But we'll, just all kidding aside, we'll hear a word from our radio partners sponsored to this portion of today's Merry-Go-Round. That's Surrey Community College, and we'll be back with more music coming up from the Sigmund Stringers on the Saturday morning Merry-Go-Round right after this.
Surrey Community College is now offering a free exercise bridge program. The best associate applied science degree. The AAS degree helps graduates earn benefits their careers. The distinguished Surrey.edu. That's SURRY.edu.
Thank you so much, Bob King, and they do have a whole lot of exciting things going on at Surrey Community College and continuing education, so if you're looking to change career fields, you definitely want to check into that, summer classes as well as classes in the fall. Right now, back to our special guest for part 2 of today's Saturday morning Merry-Go-Round, the Sigmund Stringers. Randy, what you got picked up for us next?
You let Molly sing one. She does a really good job on There's a Time. Featured a bass man on one here. You better step up. Thank y'all. I think we got one more in this short set. We'll try to do Old Home Place.
My job in the town.
All right, great job from our special guests for this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, the Sigmund Stringers. I'll go ahead and take the opportunity right now to tell you who'll be with us next week. And once again, thank Roger Stamper and Eric Jessup for helping us out with a group for this first portion of today's program. So next week we'll have a brand new group. They've never been here before. The Brothers Young, and they were recommended by James Easter. They'll be with us from 11 to 12 next Saturday, traveling from Roanoke, Virginia. Followed up by Stacy Stewart and her family, Just a Little Grace. They're always so fantastic. They'll be with us from 12 to 1:30 next Saturday. So until then, we do need to take a quick look at the weather forecast and update you on some things. So we'll send things back to you, Bob King, and we'll be back with more music coming up on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, featuring the Sigmund Stringers right after this.
Overcast skies and 74 degrees, 84%, and there is that 7% chance of a shower this afternoon. Clouds moving out in the northeast now. Looks like maybe about 3 or 4 o'clock we'll start to get smacked again. We'll go this morning, tomorrow, Sunday, with a high around 86, a 30% chance of rain, and the rain finally plays out about Saturday night or Sunday night. Overnight low 64, back to sunshine and warm weather on Monday. Not a bad day, actually. Northwest winds about 6 miles an hour, so that's going to cut down on the humidity factor. And cooler temperatures for the good part of the week, clear skies ahead. And right now, right after this, we'll take you back to the early theater.
Hello friends, this is Frank Brixiger from the Foundation. In Revelation chapter 6, a pale horse rides when the true church hides in the wilderness to keep the pure doctrine. Join me this Sunday at 4 p.m. in the afternoon here at 106.7 FM WPAQ. See you then.
And back to the merry-go-round. Once again, here's Jenny.
Thank you so much, Bob King. Well, if you're just tuning in or just joining us, a great group on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round on the Voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ. I'm your host, Jenny Lowry, and I'll turn things back over now to the stage at the Earl Theater, home of the Old Time Music Heritage Hall. The Sigmund Stringers, let's welcome them back.
Thank y'all, appreciate that. I put some dollars on this one. The tune is called $2 Bill.
Looks like rain, boys, looks like rain. Right in the east, and it looks like rain. I'm on my long journey home. I saw my money for a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. I saw my money for a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. wanna go home, oh, wanna go home. It's darking or raining and I wanna go home. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill, $2 bill, oh, it's $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Train, surely is a train, oh, it surely is a train. Like the surprise, surely is a train, and I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money, but a $2 bill, $2 bill, oh, it's $2 bill. Lost all my money, but a $2 bill, I'm on my long journey home.
Thank y'all. Slow it down just a little bit and let Mark and a couple of them fiddle and pick a little bit of Faded Love. I think it's a good more to D over there, guys. anybody up here to sing you on? Some bluegrass.
Hey, hey, now, hey, I'll be someday.
Would you give us one more before we take a quick break? Would that be all right?
We sure will.
All right.
Oh, grab that guitar and pick a little wildwood flower for me.
And we'll be right back with more music coming up on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this.
Come on to Vegas Music in Francisco. 3 Fridays in June 11th, 18th, and 25th. 6 p.m. Francisco Community College. Just say today.
Well, they forecast the hour 1:30, Joe Sartre, find out more music on today's merry-go-round, and here's it.
Thank you so much, Bob King, and I appreciate you once again this morning keeping us on the air. We do this every week if you just happen to be walking downtown and stop in to see what was going on. We have the merry-go-round broadcasting live from the Earl Theater each and every Saturday, with the exception of the Saturday of Autumn Leaves, all year long. And it's part of the Old Time Music Heritage Hall here in downtown Mount Airy, featuring two groups from 11 to 12. Today we had the Merry-Go-Rounders, and from 12 to 1:30 today, the Sigmund Stringers. So Randy, let's play two more songs and then we'll take a real quick break.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll feature Molly again. She does a great job, got a great voice on Lonesome Valley. Preacher Marco on here does a good job with the Orange Blossom Special.
Blossom special. And right now we'll take a real quick break, and we'll be back with more music coming up on today's Merry-Go-Round, featuring this week the Sigmund Stringers. We'll be right back right after this.
Come on to Making Music in Francisco. 3 Fridays in June. June 11th, 18th, and 25th. 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Francisco Community Building. Sponsored by our communities of Northwest Stokes. This will be informal jam session for folks of all levels in old-time bluegrass and gospel music. Bring your instrument or just come and listen. For more information, call 336-486-0787. That's 336-486-0787. Making Music in Francisco, 3 Fridays in June, June 11th, 18th, and 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Francisco Community Building. Hope to see you there.
And we take you back to the merry-go-round once again. Here's Jenny.
Thank you so much, Bob. And right now we've got time to play about 2 more songs, and we'll take another quick break. But don't anybody go anywhere. We got music with these fine folks from down in Catawba County up until 1:29 this afternoon. Randy, what you got picked up for us next?
We got Robert do a song that's a lot of folks' favorite. It's Who Will Sing For Me?
Oft I sing for my friend when
here. The Sigmund Stringers. We're going to take a real quick break for station identification and weather, and we'll be back with more music coming up on the merry-go-round on WPAQ right after this.
Injured early today in a shooting in Austin, Texas. Officials said this is after very general restrictions from rose 45% over the last year. According to new research on 200 agencies of Washington-based police research for
And there's a band of shadows moving down our way that 70% chance of rain right now. Since the tenth coordination to scale back on that accumulation amount, and higher 78 today, it's 10% chance of rain tonight. We'll have a 63 tomorrow, mostly sunny. There's a slight chance of a shower, 50%. And the rain kind of goes out Sunday, 64. Sunshine on Monday, here at 90. Should be a day. And it's going to be just a very warm spring day. Monday night, 63, and temperatures in the mid-80s Tuesday and Wednesday. Overnight lows will be to upper 50s. We do get back into some drier conditions. Right now, it's 75 degrees outside here at WPAQ Studios. We're going to take it back now to the Euro Theater, the final half hour. Let's get here, Jenny Lowry.
Thank you so much, Bob, and I want to take this opportunity to mention another one of our sponsors. They're located right across the street here from the Earl Theater. That's Mayberry Music Center, and they're locally owned and operated by James Easter of the Easter Brothers. James would like to invite you to stop in and check out their selection of acoustic as well as electric guitars. They've also got bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, and much, much more. Also, Mayberry Music Center specializes in Blue Ridge guitars, and they're the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer here in the Mount Airy area. Mayberry Music Center always gives a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of their Blue Ridge guitars, and you'll usually find there some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at Mayberry Music Center at a discounted price. They have strings as well as all types of accessories for your instrument, and they offer music lessons as well as instrument repair. And James wants us to make sure that you know if you don't see what you're looking for when you stop by, just ask him, because chances are they can have it for you in just a couple of days. And also you'll find there a great selection of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel CDs, including titles from the Easter Brothers and the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center is open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4, and on Saturdays from 9:30 to 3. They're always closed on Sunday. That's Mayberry Music Center, historic Main Street in downtown Mount Airy, bringing you this portion of today's merry-go-round featuring the Sigmund Stringers. Randy, what you got picked out for us next?
Oh, gospel, Blank Scruggs gospel tune here. It's called Get in Line, Brother.
Get
say I have right and wrong. Got a one-way ticket and I'm going home. I got numbers that I sing this song. Get in line, brother, if you wanna go home. Get in line, brother, if you wanna go home. Down on your knees and righting that wrong, and you'll be singing this old time song. Brother, if you wanna go home. Well, if you brother just how I feel, then I'm sure you know the love of God is real. And you be praying while I sing this song. Get in line, brother, if you wanna go home. Get in line, brother, if you wanna go home. Down on your knees and righting that wrong, and you'll be singing this old time song. Brother, if you wanna go home. If you wanna go home, down on your knees and righting that wrong, and you'll be singing this old time song. If you wanna go Thank y'all, we appreciate that, and close out this portion with instrumental here, with kind of everybody gathers around, takes a break, boil that cabbage down.
we cloggers. That was the only thing missing. I kept thinking in my head, wow, if we had some cloggers right here. Of course, it's a very small area, but anyways, that was just me daydreaming. That's great. And the Sigmund Stringers. We'll take a real quick break. We'll be right back with more music coming up on the merry-go-round right after this. I don't care if they have them anymore on the Grand Ole Opry. I just don't remember that when they were something like that.
They were always there.
Yeah, I know, but they changed it so Thank you so much, and don't forget to head on up to the Mountain Man. It's going to be taking place not on the 4th, but on the 3rd of July, and I hope to see you there. I'm planning on coming up to see Travis Fry and Blue Mountain. That's coming up quick, too. I can't believe that June is half gone. But right now, you're being entertained by some mighty fine musicianers. The Sigmund Stringers. What you got picked out for us next, Randy?
Ray's going to sing one here. It's called "Oh, Please Come Home."
Oh, love, please come home. y'all, we'd like to feature Molly on one now. It's called I Shall Not Be Moved.
Jesus is my Savior, I shall not be moved. In His love and favor, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree planted by the water, I shall not be moved.
I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. Just like a tree planted by the water, I shall not be moved.
In my casket abiding, I shall not be moved. In His love I'm hiding, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree planted by the water, I shall not be moved.
I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. Just like a tree planted by the water, I shall not be moved.
If I trust Him ever, I shall not be moved. He will fail me never, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water, I shall not be moved.
I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. Just like a tree planted by the water, I shall not be moved.
I'm on my way to glory, I shall not be moved. I'm on my way to glory, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree planted by the water, I shall not be moved.
I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. Just like a tree planted by the water, I shall not be moved.
All right, thank you so much, our special guests, the Sigmund Stringers. Let's take one final break and hear a word about the upcoming jam sessions. They got started last night over at the Francisco Community Building, and they're going to have them two more times, two opportunities left in this month to go out and jam with the folks there at the Francisco Community Building. We'll hear a word about that and be back with the conclusion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round featuring the Sigmund Stringers. We'll be back right after this.
Come on to Make Music in Francisco. 3 Fridays in June, June 11th, 18th, and 25th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Francisco Community Building, sponsored by our communities of Northwest Stokes. This will be informal jam session for folks of all levels of old-time bluegrass and gospel music. Registration or just come and listen. For more information, call 336-486-0787. That's 336-486-0787. They're making music in Francisco 3 Fridays in June, June 11th, 18th, and 25th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Francisco Community. Hope to see you there.
And back to the conclusion of the merry-go-round.
Thank you so much, Bob King, and we've probably got time for 3 more songs in today's program. It's been a great pleasure to be with you folks for the merry-go-round again, and I enjoyed playing on the first portion with my friends Eric and Roger as the Merry-Go-Rounders, and right now I'm really enjoying the music from the Sigmund Stringers. Got time for about 3 more, Randy. What you gonna take us out?
All right, we'll give it a shot here. Why don't you help Mountain Dew over there? Y'all, get Robert to pick a lot of folks' favorite banjo tune here in the Boggy Mountain Breakdown.
Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all having us up here today, and we really enjoyed it, and always do love coming to Mount Airy, and we certainly thank y'all for being a great audience. We're going to close out with a gospel tune here. Get ready to do Swing Low.
And this is Jeannie Lowry signing off now from another edition.